Hi everybody, welcome to this video. I'm sitting here outside in the nice Canadian morning and I'm going to talk in this video about immigration. But before I continue, I want to say that me and Meg, we are organizing a retreat in Canada, a weekend retreat in the beautiful Niagara region. Actually, we are not that far from the Niagara region right now. From September 28th till September 30th, and it's going to be it's called Soul Family Retreat Weekend. We're going to do meditations, workshops, live lectures from me and Mick about astrology, conspiracy, spirituality, ecstatic dance. It's going to be a beautiful filled weekend with lots of beautiful activities in a beautiful region. So if you're interested, you can visit Meg's site, megmoonbeam.com, and there you can see the specific details of the weekend retreat. So this being said, back to the subject of this video. Yesterday we went to the circus in Ontario here, and what was immediately apparent to me is that there were lots of immigrants. Now, before I continue, I want to state unequivocally that I'm not racist at all. I like people of all color. I have friends of all color, and your color is just it's just like we're souls, we're souls having a physical experience, and what color of skin you have doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter at all to me. It's just like a spacesuit we have on. The soul has the body spacesuit on, and what color the spacesuit is irrelevant. It's even stupid if you would want to judge people on their color. But that being said, it doesn't mean that we can be a little bit critical about mass immigration, because there's like a plan behind it. And so yesterday we were at the circus, and it was immediately apparent to me that there were lots of migrants. And I talked to my Canadian friends who were with us, and they said, yeah, in the last years in Canada, it has become even. I mean, there was lots of immigration in Canada already, but it has become more and more. And where before they had lots of Indian people coming in, now there's lots of Muslim people coming in. And honestly, I didn't mind, because there were lots of people with families there, immigrants with families, and they were just enjoying the circus. It was a nice atmosphere. I didn't feel uncomfortable or something, but it is a fact that there is a concerted effort by certain elites and certain elite organizations to push mass immigration on Canada, United States, and Europe. And this has been going on for decades and is really accelerating even now, to really break the culture, to break the local culture. Because breaking the local culture, local culture is a kind of a stronghold of identity of a people. And when people have long standing traditions and a strong local and a strong culture, they will be less influenceable by globalization. So it's actually, the globalists do this to break the social cohesion too, because when you bring in lots of migrants, it has an effect on the local cohesion. It becomes a kind of melting pot of cultures, and I'm not saying that's bad. I mean, a melting pot of cultures can be beautiful, but we have to be able to critique this also, and to see that there's a plan to break these local cultures, to make globalization more easy. And some people that are majorly involved in this, provable, I'm not going to go into all the facts here, like people like George Soros with all their foundations, and of course all the governments who are at the mercy, who are just following this globalist agenda, like the government of Canada, like the government of Belgium, as are most governments through the world, especially in Europe and the Americas are. And it's been a plan for them for a long time, because their plan, before the term the Great Reset became popular, the term the New World Order was popular. And the New World Order is a plan for globalization, to in the end make independent countries more dependent on supranational organizations, and that all the decision making happens in these supranational organizations. And we already have that in the EU. So a lot of rules are now instituted by the EU, and the countries follow those rules because they're following the same agenda. So, and it's that agenda that pushes mass migration, to break the local identity, to break the feeling of culture, to break the culture through mass immigration, to to further their plan for a new world order. And a new world order where, you know, countries become like more provinces, and the real power lies in these global organizations like the EU. You know, there's maybe talks of a North American Union too and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the plan. And you know, we have to be able to critique that, you know, because sometimes if you could critique that, people say that you're a racist, but that's actually not true at all. I mean, the people I saw yesterday, all the migrants I saw yesterday at the circus where we were just enjoying having a good time with their kids, you know, and they deserve it. Of course, why not? But we have to be aware that the plan is there. And you know, there's nothing wrong with protecting your local culture. It's I just love the variety. That's one of the other things of this agenda. It wants to make everybody the same. It's like communism, even culturally. No, we should, you know, relish our culture. We should be happy about our culture. We should be proud about our culture, because what humanity really shines through is, you know, our uniqueness as individuals, and our uniqueness in the cultures, the uniqueness of different cultures. I love different cultures. If I go to Morocco, for example, I love the local culture. I like to try the local food. I like to try the local customs. If I go to, you know, India, I love to try the local food, the local customs. It's a beautiful thing. But what these New World Order people want to do is delete all that and make it all like one main same thing. We saw that really well during the health crisis, because during the health crisis, you know, everybody had to do the same thing. Everybody had to wear that mask. Everybody had the same, you know, get the same medical intervention. It's the same thing. It's a form of cultural communism where everybody has to become the same. Everybody has to think the same. Everybody has to become the same. And it's part of totalitarianism, because in totalitarianism, everybody has to think the same, act the same, and there's no unique expression anymore. They want to stifle, they want to delete unique expression. They want to delete unique expression of the human individual, but they will also want to delete individual cultural expression. So, you know, it's really important to, you know, to protect our culture and to be proud of it. No, it's not racist or right wing to say this. No, it's not at all. And we have to see the truth, and we have to speak the truth, and it doesn't matter whether it's left or right, because left has some good points and right has some good points, and left and right have been traditionally used to, you know, as a kind of divide and rule. But I like left, and I like concepts of the left, and I like concepts of the right. So it doesn't make me left or right in any way. So this is something, you know, we really have to be aware. We have to embrace all cultures, but we also have to, you know, protect our own cultures, and we also have to realize that, you know, sometimes there are aspects in Western culture that are not okay, but there are also aspects in, for example, certain Eastern cultures that are not okay. For example, how they treat women in some countries. We have to be able to say that. So, you know, it's and we don't have to fall into the trap of not daring to express ourselves saying this, because we're going to be considered right wing or racist or whatever. No, we have to speak our truth. We have to be proud of our unique individual expression as a human and as our culture. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.